Hi, Pete Moore here, editor of Shoot Sports magazine. Got a new pistol, or what do you want to call it, long-barreled pistol from German Sport Gun. You probably know better for their AK-47 and HK MP5, which they call the 5.22 semi-auto rimfire rifles. This, as anybody of my age group will tell you and cry about, looks like a Colt 1911, which is probably one of the most iconic and famous semi-automatic handguns ever made. To conform to the British laws, again you might or might not know, but it's important, the weapon, which is now classed as a large firearm and not a pistol, has to have a barrel length of no less than 12 inches and an overall length of no less than 24 inches. This is achieved by obviously having a long barrel. This dummy moderator is there for the look of things. The barrel goes to the end of the gun, and to make the gun 24 inches, a fixed rod, buttstock, wrist support, call it what you will, is attached to the back of the gun. So that looks a bit odd, certainly to an old pistoleer like me. It gives us a chance to shoot what is in all effect a handgun. GSG, they make some very accurate looking replicas of guns, and this is no different. This is your classic 1911, as you can see. Slide such like that. If you look over, you've got your safety catch, which, as you can see on this gun, has been duplicated on both sides for ambidextrous use, which is nice. The standard slide release lever, standard magazine release lever. The trigger has been drilled for a little bit of lightness, but it also can be tuned to a degree by putting Allen key in there. Sights are fixed. The rear sight has little day-glow green and yellow inserts onto it, as does the front sight. You undo an Allen key here and you can slide the rear block left and right for windage, and GSG very thoughtfully include 4 more front sight elements. Again, they fit into a dovetail like the rear with a small Allen key that locks it in place, so you can go from height to height. We've been shooting this pistol this morning, and with high velocity ammo, 25 metres, it's shooting a little bit high. So I would go back to the GSG pack and pull out the next highest blade to bring the point of aim down. Just have a look at the barrels. I've discussed it before. That's just a dummy tube moddy. This is without the moddy on, and this skinny tube is not particularly pleasant. And I think that the moddy on the front, even though it doesn't do anything, gives the piece a slightly more pleasing look. Operational in 1911, which is a single action pistol as such. The magazine slams in, you put it back on the slide, go forward, you're ready to go. Another couple of things they have done in this gun is they've put what they call a commander hammer, which is skeletonized, which loses weight on the hammer, so technically it should fall marginally quicker to reduce your lock time. Common to the 1911 is what we call the grip safety, this piece here. On the actual full power guns, as you make the grip, your hand pushes this part in and it disengages the safety mechanism, so the gun won't fire unless you've got a hold of it. In this case, it's an upswept competition style, so you don't get hammer bite on the gun. After the last round is fired, the gun will automatically lock open. You then pump the magazine out, new one in, you're ready to go. This morning we've put, I suppose, about 250 rounds through it of various velocities, from standard to match, which is low velocity, up to high velocity. And apart from the occasional unavoidable ammunition stoppage that 2.2 rimfire ammo does suffer from, it's been very reliable. I would imagine that people will be buying these things because they're not that expensive. I believe they're under £600, which is good value for money. You can obviously get adjustable sights if you so desire, so it's entirely up to you. You can put different grips on, wood grips, because this is 1911A1 standard, the way it's been drilled and machined, so you can drop things on. You can get better and more extended controls. You can even get a scope mount for it, for a rail, that you could put a red dot on, or a low power scope. So there's a lot you can do with this gun. Anyway, without further ado, let's have a few rounds through it. The magazine takes 10, which is a little bit low compared to some others. Also, and unique to the GSG design, there's a magazine safety. When the mag's out the gun cannot fire, which wasn't the case in 1911. Okay, so all I do, the mag goes in, I give it a good hit to make sure it's permanently in. I track down on the slide release, as you've seen. Gun goes forward, and we're back in action. Gun locks open, I pump the mag release, empty falls away. This has impressed me. I've shot a few of these guns in the past, and you're always concerned about this sort of equipment because it is, being shorter barreled, you're not sure of reliability. But this has been an absolute corker. So the only thing I would like to see is when it's offered, you get spare mag with it. I mean, I don't doubt that the imported Edgar Brothers will have spare mags, but it would be nice to buy it as a package for maybe a little bit more with some spare mags. Final thing, I've been shooting Fiocchi through it. That's high velocity, it's a 40 grain round nose load. And that's standard velocity, which is again a 40 grain round nose load. And they both function very well, so no need to get too creative with the ammo. Okay guys, I'll see you in the firing line.